Hello, Lauren here, mother to 4 amazing, wonderful children, blogger, writer, personal trainer, life coach. Today I'm talking about the art of noticing, the ability to enjoy each and every moment. I was in hospital yesterday with my son and he had minor surgery, and despite the challenges which led up to that and during that process, it was a wonderful day, and I bring you into that day. This podcast is about physical, mindful, spiritual well-being and my journey over a cup of tea. If you enjoy my podcast, please pledge to me $1 to $5 on Patreon. My name is Lauren Ostrowski-Fenton, so that I can continue to provide this podcast. Now, without further ado, go and get yourself a lovely cup of tea and let's sit down and have a friendly chat. Good morning. How are you? It's a beautiful day here today. It's a Saturday morning, and yesterday I was in hospital with my son, a minor procedure, quite minor, which went well. So in a moment I'm going to introduce you to my son and to a little conversation we had. We're in the hospital and we're about to go in for a small procedure, and Max is here. And Max, how do you feel about this?
I just want to get it over and done with so I can eat, because I'm not allowed to eat. From 12 o'clock last night and wasn't allowed to eat at all until the operation, and it's at 12 o'clock or so.
What's the first thing you're going to have?
A toasty that the hospital is giving me.
And what else?
Milkshake.
What do we get on the way home?
Bun with icing on it.
Like a coffee scroll or something?
Exactly.
And how do you feel about this operation?
I wish I never had to get it, but I need to, because...
It'll be over soon, won't it?
Yeah.
And what are you going to do tonight?
I'm going to watch Seth play the basketball game, because I can't play because I have to recover. No, it sucks.
You can probably watch.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch.
We've only got a few more minutes and then we're going in. You're the next on the list.
Yes.
So we'll speak soon.
Food.
Say bye.
Bye.
Today we're going to talk about noticing every blessed, wonderful, precious moment of our life. And when I say that, it's not about noticing when life is going well. Of course you notice when life is going well. It's about noticing every single day, because every day is a gift. I know when my life has been really tough, I listen to people say, be positive, notice, look on the bright side. And I just think to myself, what on earth would they know? They have no idea. Just reaching for my cup of tea here. They have no idea how difficult my life is. And I felt so incredibly misunderstood or not understood or judged or whatever the situation is when life has been particularly tough. And right now life is not particularly easy, but I have a formula for finding joy in every single day. And even at times if I may have a tearful or difficult moment, I go back to the art of noticing. Do you do that? Do you have the ability every day to find something precious in every day? To look for some amazing moment in every single day. I'm going to read to you about the art of noticing from my book. I am thoroughly enjoying speaking with you most days, and since the podcast begun a year ago, we're coming up to a year now, I have attempted to have a podcast episode every day or most days, and I haven't always succeeded. I think that if I approach the podcast as a daily or towards daily, say 3 times a week ritual, without high expectation, it will be more fluid to deliver. And I really love speaking with you. I really love these moments. So I'm attempting at this stage to communicate more regularly saying that, I do have 4 children. So whatever you're doing, I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. I hope you're exercising. I hope you're eating wholesome food. By the way, before I start reading, I put a post on Facebook last night about one of my secret dreams. And one of my secret dreams, you probably know because I've mentioned it in episodes before, is to live off the grid. And I received a torrent of responses, which was really exciting and motivating. I just loved it. I have wanted all my life, or most of my life, to live off the grid. And I used to, with my friend Philippa, we used to collect these magazines called Grassroots and learn all about living off the grid. And then life got in the way, and working and travelling and going out and relationships. And now I'm 51 and I'm here supporting 4 children, largely by myself, providing largely by myself. And I'm 51. And I want to experience my dreams. So yesterday I made organic salsa. Care of my South American friends, you know I love Argentina, so I got the recipe from a friend. And I made organic tomatoes anyway, salsa, and put it in my own jars, and I felt so excited about that. And yes, it's a small thing. Yes, it's small, but I'm going to celebrate the small things because big things are made of small things. So every step needs to be celebrated. Is there anything you do to take you off the grid? Is there anything you do to contribute to sustainability in the environment? I'd love to hear from you, and I certainly want to delve into this a lot more thoroughly because not only does it bring me happiness, but it's great for myself and my family and our direction. Without further ado, I'm going to read The Art of Noticing. Another important concept which follows on from ways of seeing is the art of noticing. This is about paying attention, observing and witnessing every detail of your life in order that it is fully experienced. I have personally found that the more I practice the art of noticing, the more positive and optimistic my way of seeing has become. Why don't you take a moment right now to notice what is going on around you? What sights, what sounds, what aromas can you detect? How does it feel? How does it truly feel to breathe in the air? Try now, breathe in the air and notice the experience and the symbolism in the experience. Pay attention to your breath and notice the exhilarating gift of inhaling and exhaling. Walk around the area you are in, whether it's in your bedroom, the kitchen, your office, or the garden. Touch things. Feel their texture and listen to what you can hear. Truly listen. And there's a difference between hearing, something that goes in our ears, and listening, taking in, noticing, exploring, exhilarating in. Notice one sense at a time for several moments and then go on to another sense and notice this for several moments. 2, and another, and another. Separate them out. Honour each experience, each sense, and then move to the next one and back again. Really experience the moment. Right now I can hear the birds. There's a huge tree at my window that scratches at my window, and it's full of birds, and there's a family of possums that jumps from the roof onto the tree, back onto the roof, making a lot of noise. And I just love it. We looked at this family of possums, myself and the children. They make a lot of noise and do some damage. And we discussed whether we would have them taken away. And we decided we wouldn't. We'd have them continue to live in our room. I'll go on. Separate out the various aromas and observe them one by one, naming each of them in your mind. Notice how you feel about each sense. Try not to let your mind wander or jump forward into the future. Sit in the present. Notice the birds, the tree, the possums, the children, the experience of speaking with me now, communicating with me now. As soon as you let your mind leap into the future, you lose this precious moment. You are in charge here. You get to choose where you allow your mind to go. You have the power to keep your mind in the present, in the here and now. The ability to quieten your thoughts and to practice the art of noticing what is going on around you lies within your mind, and the ability to change and modify your behavior goes hand in hand with it. I want you to register that noticing is a skill. It's a skill we need to practice. Happiness is not handed to us on a plate. We don't need to wait for the perfect storm. We can create that ourselves. It is not easy. It is about taking one step at a time and one moment at a time. I'm going to close my book there and put it down. I let you listen to the precious moment with me and my son in the hospital because I wanted to share that with you. I was incredibly busy and there was a lot of things going on. And those hours I spent with him, listening to his stories and watching him, was so wonderful. I took photos, I sat in the moment, and it was one of the most precious moments in my life. What are precious moments in your life? Are you experiencing them? Are you noticing them? And sometimes the precious moments will not be offered to you in a wonderful ambience, as in you could be suffering a difficult experience and suddenly there is a golden moment. What do you choose to do? What do I choose to do? Life can be tough. Do we choose to pick up the pebbles and hold them in our hands and turn them over and enjoy their smooth texture? Or do we step on them with our heads in the clouds in the future worrying? It's not easy, is it? It's about taking one moment at a time. If you'd like to do some homework today from today's session, why don't you spend some time writing in your journal about the art of noticing? Why don't you spend some time writing about the precious moments in your day? Why don't you spend moments writing about how you find joy despite the challenges in your life? Write about it, explore it, look at how you could do it differently. How could you further exploit the art of noticing? How could you further enjoy each moment despite whatever situation or environment you have in your life? Remember to keep that diary, even if it's only a sentence twice a day. Keep writing in your journal about who you are, where you're going, reflecting positively, feeling grateful, looking at how you can develop yourself as a person in wisdom, and practicing happiness every single day. Thank you so very much for your support. If you enjoy my episodes, please pledge to me $1 to $5 at Patreon. My name's Lauren Ostrowski Fenton. And be well. Let's spend today noticing, truly noticing the world around us, every moment within the mayhem. It might be like finding a needle in a haystack, but that's okay. You find your needles, I'll find my needles in the haystack, and we will exhilarate in each and every one. Be safe, walk daily, eat wholesome foods, take care of our world. Be well. Be well. Thank you for listening.